So I would like to highlight the topic of why is it so hard to stop drinking or quit any sort of addiction or vice that you have due to society. Yes, you heard that right. That's exactly what I said. Now, this may not be the topic that is in the mainstream media. They always tend to blame you, or society tends to blame you and your actions for getting into addiction or any kind of vice, which they have 100% right to do so, and they absolutely should so that they can keep you accountable. But actually, in a way, society is actually making it so hard for you to quit your addictions and your vices. Now, why I say that is because society actually glorifies and rewards degenerate behavior. And I know that sounds very harsh, but that is the truth. Because many people who try to quit drinking or any sort of addiction, they follow all the steps required to do so. And then they face the final boss, and that is society. And society punishes people or not degenerate, punishes good behavior, and glorifies bad behavior. You see around you, go to any city, go to any club, and if you're a man especially, and you don't drink, you're gonna get bad comments. People are literally gonna force you to drink. They're like, come on, man, just one more drink. And if you say that you never drank before, it's gonna be even worse. And let's say, even that is fine, but let's say you go to people and they offer you drinks, and then you say, no, man, I just stopped drinking. I quit drinking a year ago or 2 years ago. They're gonna force it on you. They're gonna play with every bit of temptation. Every cell in your body has to fight the urge, the temptation, resist. There's amazing, charming words of the devil that plays its tune out from these people's mouth. Now, as poetic as it sounds, it's a true problem and it's a true challenge faced by so many people in this entire journey of de-addiction. Because let me tell you my personal story. The first time I quit drinking alcohol, I walk in with my friends. We go to this nice place, and all my friends, they offer me a drink, and I'm like, no, man, I just quit drinking. Everybody laughed, obviously, and then they realized that I'm actually serious about it, and then they started to force alcohol upon me. They're like, come on, man, let's enjoy like the good old times. And this is where you start to lose friendships, because when you start to work on your self development and you focus on this self improvement path, your friends recognize you as a version that parties, that drinks around, that drinks more than you can ever handle. They have this vision of you as a party guy, as a drunkard. And suddenly, when you're changing yourself, you are challenging their belief system. All the things that they thought that they know about you, they thought that they know you personally, spiritually, and emotionally. And suddenly, when you decide to stop drinking, it's like a huge personality shift. And when you change your personality, when you shift your personality, when you shift your habits, the people around you, the situations around you also shift accordingly. And then you see society starts telling you all these things like, man, why do you quit? It's so common. Everybody drinks. All the movie stars drink. All the actors drink. All the musicians drink. Every famous person on this planet drinks. And you don't? And they start gaslighting you and guilt tripping you. And this is when it gets so hard to resist. You can do all the right things, man. You can stop drinking. You can find a way to channel your energy in a much more positive way. You can find the reason why you were escaping reality and resorting into alcohol and other forms of substance abuse. Let go of past generational trauma. Let go of all the emotions that keep you in the state of addiction. You can do all the right things, but then you have to face society. You walk into a club, you walk into a restaurant, you walk into a meeting with your coworkers, you walk in with your colleagues. They're gonna offer you drinks. That is when you have to fight. You don't have more like fight. That's not the right word. You have to resist the urge, the temptation that has been thrown upon you. And this is the real test. This is the most challenging part, and this is where people actually give in. They go clean 6 months. They have not drank. They do all the inner work that's possible. And then finally, they go into this party with their friends, with their coworkers, with their family. And even their family members and relatives offer them drinks and then force it upon them. They say all these things like, man, you have changed. What has happened to you? Come on, I wish we could go back to the good old times. I wish we could cherish those amazing moments, and now that's so far behind. You have changed as a person. And when they realize that they cannot, force it into you, they cannot control you anymore, they start guilt tripping you. They start using all these emotional forms of blackmail and this emotional state, showing vulnerabilities. That's their trump card. And they want you to give in, want you to be the same. But you know your purpose, you know your path, and only you know how hard this path of quitting any addiction is. And that's the reason why, it is so hard for you to quit drink, especially when it comes to facing society, because having drinks is so common, man. It is so common. Everybody is drinking out there. And for you to resist that is a real challenge. And if you can do it, then trust me, you are one of the strongest beings who has the strongest willpower and the potential in the face of this planet. Now, that's it from me. And if you really enjoyed this video, let me know them down in the comments below. And as always, see you in the next one.